12% orange.
Really?
Yeah, I hope he's tuning in.
He scanned all social media outlets for the use of his name.
Hello, everybody. We're running a quarter of an hour late because of
Charles' fault.
Because of 12%
Floods.
orange.
yeah,
Floods.
Floods. Yeah.
all of the none of the above, all and none of the above. We are here to play Dungeons and Dragons once again, deep in the Black Forest. The party have ventured forth, discovering a variety of necrosis around the forest, meeting a raven that conversed with you, Thorny, talking trees, fighting. And last episode, the party survived an encounter with a number of oozes and jellies hugging the black forest
I'm very
floor.
badly injured. I don't know about you guys, but
Well, as we're running late, let's get straight into it, shall we?
What?
no intro. Oh, it's like
We've
one of
always
those.
had an intro.
It's like one of those episodes of The Simpsons where they go
Yeah.
da 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 boom.
And you're in. And you're in.
Mm-hmm.
No time.
Hello, boys. Pink lemonade?
Mom!
Take that.
I'll write that down.
And there we are.
Merry
Certainly.
Christmas.
You stand, having just taken on these various jellies and oozes, Silden feeling a little worse for wear, I believe,
He's not the only one.
and Malcolm.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a third of myself.
There's a few left. We can
Roughly
wake the
half.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's just.
That might perk you up.
Double down. Double down.
You're still enlarged, of course.
Yeah. Engorged.
And you're looking, staring slightly to the east, and it seems to then kind of dogleg round to the south. Quite a wide open space, but for a few of these withered, particularly withered trees. These are rife with this black plague. There is no life on these trees, but for falling leaves in front of them, the steady, thick rain of these falling leaves from the sky above you, most of them completely black.
Is anybody not at all curious as to where all these leaves are coming from?
I stopped being curious a long time ago.
You can see that it
Things
heads.
just keep happening.
You can see that it heads to the south, but you can't see more than 10, 15 feet in front of you because these leaves are so dense. It's almost acting like a fog.
Seems almost deliberately trying to hide something.
That's a good point.
Can I throw some of my own leaves
Mm-hmm.
into the mix?
Fantastic, you made it thicker. There's more leaves. Some of them are nice colours at least.
Did I fix it?
It didn't fix it. No. No. Notably, as you sort of approach this area as well, it gets notably darker, almost like it wasn't bright per se before, but there were shards of daylight coming through the canopy. Now it's almost like a cloud's come over the whole sky, and everything's turned much, much darker here as these leaves are blocking out any kind of natural light above you.
What do you think, Thorin? Is it likely that Gellerlin has come this way? Is she a big fan of leaves?
I mean, she's not a big fan of ooze.
That's a good point. We managed to get this far. We kind of have two options: we either continue trying to find her, or we go after this stone. Going after the stone's the back of the way we came.
I was going to ask before we started. Swirly green gemstone. What does that mean? That's what we're looking for.
That's what we're looking for.
I wrote a note on throwing his hand.
Yeah.
I think we've gone this far in the quest for Kendallin. I think we should see it through.
I think we should continue through the path we've forged.
Okay. Onwards and upwards.
There was, all these leaves falling, and the density, and the creatures blocking the path, the oozy creatures. It's all trying to look. It's all starting to look like, do not come this way. We don't want you to come this way. And whenever somebody says they don't want you to do something, it's usually a sign that you should do it.
Might be coming from a place of care. I doubt it.
No, I shouldn't think so.
Interestingly, the leaves. There's so many of them. You've never, I guess, thought about what this would sound like. But there's very, very little sound. There's the lightest of rustlings, but it's very delicate and gentle as it falls down to the ground.
In my debut album.
It's
delicate and gentle.
It's strangely
the lightest of rustling.
It's strangely peaceful, despite the quantity of these leaves. They're falling very silently, although it's eerie.
There's a good chance that if we step into this thing, if we step more than a few feet away from each other, we'll get lost. I wonder if we get a length of rope.
Tie each other off. Yeah, fine.
That way at least we can travel a bit further.
I've got 50 foot of rope in my bag. I think it's about 50 foot.
Has it grown?
Enlarged rope.
I've got about 100 foot of rope in my bag.
Problem is,
it's only the weapon, I'm afraid.
Damn it!
It's the size of
rope can
a
be a
shipping
weapon.
cable. It's just an idea. We don't have to, but I just think if we all tie. I've got 50 foot of rope as well, I assume. I haven't measured it. When they sold it to me, they told me it was a 50 foot rope. Seems to be the standard length they sell in shops. Have you noticed that? 50 foot of rope, roughly a pound of oil. It's all kind of much of a muchness.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, to be honest. Okay. Providing we don't encounter anything that might pick somebody up and throw them.
Well, it's a risk we take.
Yeah.
You can put it on a quick release knot.
That's a good idea. I'll do that. I'll use my rope.
Okay. Are you tying it off on a noose?
No.
No.
That's hard to do. Memory.
Looking around, there's this larger mushroom to the north of you, which is what you were nearly atop previously. And then apart from that, the only other thing that really protrudes in any fashion are these trees, which are all.
We're going to tie to each other.
So I think just tie
so.
to each other rather than. Otherwise, we're going to rapidly run out of rope.
Yeah.
So you've got 25 foot worth of distance
I've got
between
50
you
foot
each.
rope. Yeah. So we've got 50 foot.
I mean, are you going? Someone's
We've
on
got
one
two
end,
50
someone's in
two
the middle, and
50 foot
someone's at the other end.
I think we're going to stay quite close, though, aren't we? We're not going to be at the end of the rope.
No, we probably just need one, don't we? Because we've got two 50 foot ropes, so we could, in theory, have 50 foot between us, but maybe we should have the one.
25 foot between you.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Who's the middle rope?
Darn it.
I'll go middle.
I'll go at the front.
On the back.
I've got the most slender waist to go around.
Just wrap round
I'll
one.
just wrap it around my wrist. I could do with a rest,
In the leaves.
to be honest.
Okay.
If we encounter anything else that is hurty making, I'm going to struggle.
When was the last time we bedded down? It's a good question.
It feels like a long time ago.
It feels like a very long time ago.
It feels like weeks.
Feels like weeks and weeks and weeks, doesn't it?
At the rate we're going, it's probably about half an hour.
Yeah, it's probably about.
It's about 2 p.m.
Mm.
You slept this morning.
So we can only take a short rest.
Yeah.
In out of game speak, we can only take a short rest using the out of character antlers.
Too early for a big nap. Malcolm.
Yeah, far too
We're
early
not
for a
lazy
big
in this
nap.
forest.
I can do a quick. I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
use that.
take an hour.
I'm gonna. I can use. I can either take a short rest, or I can use key to boost my health.
I could do with taking an hour. Taking a knee.
Yeah. Stop and get our breath back. Have something to eat, and
Let's do that.
yeah.
After the stress of the ooze.
After the use stress.
Gonna do that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the oozes are quite close to you and sort of rippling and bubbling.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on them.
Are you spending hit die or anything for it?
No. I didn't really sustain anything then.
Cool.
I'll just keep an eye on the ooze.
The forest is hurting.
I feel it. Wait, is someone saying this to me?
You heard it.
Okay. I can see that.
Why doesn't my hit
Why
points
is it
get?
hurting?
Why don't my hit points get
It's
automatically updated when
I can see that. Why is it
I?
dying?
Yeah.
Can I see what's talking to me?
It's different.
Give me a perception roll.
Need to how many more?
How many do I have?
8.
This many. You've used one.
You can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It doesn't sound like it's.
And that's the result you'll get. 1d plus.
You don't think you're getting this through your ears.
I'm going to ask all my whys again.
Oh, home is in
A bit
danger.
better.
Home?
Just doing that thing again.
From what?
Yeah, isn't it?
From the dying.
What's the dying?
It's on you.
What's causing the dying? Because I'm not dying. Am I?
Are you causing the dying?
No, I'm not causing the dying. It's not me.
You look like the tree.
Yeah, the trees look like me.
You guys aren't hearing that. You're hearing Thorin here.
That's why we're looking at
Yeah,
each
you're
other.
not hearing. You're not hearing.
I'd love to know
anything
who
else.
he's talking to when he does this.
I don't know who I'm talking to. Someone's talking to me. Someone in the forest. Someone's blaming me for this.
It's been a very stressful day, Tony.
I've had enough of this.
Who are you?
It's me, Thorinir. Thorinir Blue Lock.
Are you a wood elf?
Yeah. You snap a twig off.
Ooh, that looked painful.
Do you feel like you're dying?
Well, my motivation's going down quite a lot, but I feel the same as I did when I was a nipper.
Look around you. This place used to be green.
Well, why now? I've always been like this.
This forest is black
But why?
because of the disease.
What started it?
You.
But how? What?
Beyond the pool.
Beyond the pool?
To the south. Through the leaves.
That's where I need to go.
With Seisu.
Seisu? Bloody Seisu. Seisu? Seisu?
If you say so.
I'm gonna ask Malcolm, is Seisu here? Gosh, Seisu is causing mischief. Tell me what I need to do to make it right.
I don't feel anything, Thorin.
Make a wisdom save.
I'm so wise. It's a natural 20.
Okay. Thorin's
Wow.
head.
Really,
his
really
head
spell out for me.
glows. Thorin's head, the symbol in his head that you've seen a couple of times before, the circle with the door and the intertwined bodies, the symbol of Seisu, glows brightly the brightest you've seen it glow so far. You can feel something, and you can see this bright, multispectral light that's almost beaming out of your head now more than it is. Whereas before it was glowing, this is really, really bright, almost like a torch in its brightness, and it points through the leaves and opens up a pathway. Wherever you turn your head, the leaves fall around the light from the beam. You can now see to the south. You can now see to the south, further than you could see before. There's a continuation of this forest of the black withered trees, and open space ahead of you. You can also see more ooze, mould, like clusters on the floor, but it's not. Whereas the entrance to this area was complete, there was no path. You can see a path to navigate through them. That's a useful natural 20.
Very.
Good time to roll it. Yeah.
Seisu is dying.
Seisu's dying.
Well, we didn't hear that, did we? Oh.
I've only just found Seisu. He can't be dying. What? Everything in my life is dying. It is me. Why is it me?
I don't know. Save Seisu and save the forest.
I'm heading this way.
Heading to the south. You're still sort of midway through your rest, so are you waiting for them to finish their rest, or are you?
I'm going to shine a torch in your face.
Wow, that's
The healing power of the torch.
that's quite impressive.
And I'm going to... Well, I've got to save Seisu.
Save Seisu.
Seisu's dying.
When a god die? We killed a god. No.
So I've heard.
Okay. Dying of what?
I have no idea. Even though I rolled very well. But I can't complain. Look at this.
That is quite impressive. So when, as he moves his head around, does the sort of gap in the leaves open out like a sort of...
It's almost like the leaves are sort of hitting the light, and like it's physically interacting.
Wow.
I can't explain it.
That's quite
Someone spoke to me. And I don't know who it was.
good. I mean, that is quite impressive. It's going to reduce your ability to be sneaky somewhat. You look like a human lighthouse. Elven lighthouse.
I don't know what a lighthouse is. Is it like a
So it's
tree firefly cage?
It's a tall, thin
Yeah.
thing with a light on the top that shines out.
Yeah, like a tree firefly cage.
Yeah, like a tree firefly. Yeah.
Well, how rested are you guys?
Are we rested enough? Does it?
I don't know how long it's been.
How long has it
A
been?
few minutes.
Can we?
Half hour?
Yeah.
We're about half as rested as we need to be.
Can you hold on? Just till we.
Yeah, I
Get
don't
our
want
breath
this.
back?
I don't want this to run out. Maybe I'll
You can scout ahead and
head in.
So as you're continuing just to rest,
Just for half an hour.
Thorin is just taking some steps to the south, and it opens up quite wide, 30, 40 feet wide in places. Similar formation of these sporadic, withered, necrotic trees.
Stay in radio contact.
You can still see the other falling leaves around you, but none of them can seemingly penetrate.
Are
this
they
light
like?
from you. They're falling down, hitting almost the beam that's emerging, and then almost falling around them as if you created a physical barrier of some fashion. You're walking as you walk further south. You see, these jellies and these oozes, these familiar ripples and just movements. Their tricks not as obvious to you now.
There's more oozes.
But you can easily navigate them with your the path. That
This
you've
glow,
created for
this
yourself.
glow coming from his head, is it acting like an actual light? So as he's walking off, can we see this light going off into the distance, or is
For a certain period of time, but as he goes
Closing
further
behind him.
in, it closes behind him
Yeah.
like a curtain almost. So you sort of lose track of where he is.
Every now and again, I'll look back.
Hmm.
So you get a little flash of light.
Like a lighthouse.
It's extending for about 20 feet, something like that. But bright light, and then a little bit dimmer from beyond. You continue south. You can continue south for around about 70, 80 feet, and then you come to a pool. The pool is running west to east, and it could be a river, it could be but it's not flowing. You know, it's narrow. It's about 20 feet across from you, and you can see on the other side some more of these trees. It looks like the forest continues, and there's a very obvious entrance that seems to be leading off to another area. So you can you're pretty confident you can see where the logical place is to head. Directly in between where you're stood and this entrance is what looks to be a staff. It's upright in the middle of this pool or river, right in the centre, stood to attention. It's very crooked. It's not neatly hewn. It's blackened like all the forest around it, and it's full of different jagged blemishes. And then it's got this curious formation at the very tip, resembling an open hand with kind of bent fingers. It's got a very, very, when you look at it, it has a very, very faint you're drawn to it in a certain way, shall we say. It's not necessarily physically manifesting anything. It just strikes you as important.
Do I recognise this hand?
If you give me a history roll.
You're right. $14.
Maybe. There's a familiarity to it, but you can't work out where from.
I think it's from a shield,
Ooh.
but I can't quite remember. That increases my memory.
It does not. So, the two of you, anything particularly going on while you're having your rest? While Thorin is wandering through
It's
the
been gone a
leaves.
while. About half an hour, wouldn't you say?
I reckon about half an hour, yeah.
In which case, we better get after him.
Do you want to should we call him back? See if we can come back towards us? There's a lot of that gloopy stuff. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
we
that's
can,
probably
you
a good
reckon we
idea.
can pick our way through it? Can we pick our way through it without his guiding light?
Well, you're welcome to try.
I don't like the way he said that.
Oh, thank you very
Oh.
much.
Oh,
You
off
are
camera.
rude.
Look
There
at
you
that.
go. You can have that one, Carl.
Oh,
So
look
we've
at
got
that.
another 2.
Oh, well, actually, I kind of feel like one tonight.
There
Thanks
you
very
go.
much. I feel like the story's getting too intense for me.
Mm.
Actually, do you know what? I think I've already drunk from that glass. But you can have this other one I've got.
Oh, look
prepared.
at this! A trade!
You have to open it with the T-Rex.
I use the concentration T-Rex.
Mm.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he's not a great pot later, but it does work.
If you look in the pocket of my jacket, Carl, there's a
He's got it.
there's a bottle opener in my pocket.
Thorin! Where are you?
You can hear them.
Look this way.
Quite distant, but you can hear them back from within.
I assume it's someone in my head, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm by the pool, like you said.
We
Just
need your
in a really quiet voice, like because I'm talking in my head.
We need your head beams.
What can I do?
We need your light, Thorinir.
Now there's two of you. You gave me the light. You want it back?
Oh, boy.
I can't. I've got to go get my friends.
Oh,
And I'm panicking now that my light's running out, so I'm gonna head back and see if they've started coming.
Nice.
oh, that worked.
It's like a horror film. It starts flickering.
I'm gonna be shouting, just 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes.
You can make your way back to the north. It doesn't take you too long to rejoin them.
Huzzah!
What have you found?
Well, I found a staff.
Oh,
Ooh.
can we see it?
No, I haven't touched it yet.
Oh, right.
There's something about it.
Oh.
I've got to go back.
Right, let's
I'm
go.
heading back.
Onwards.
Okay. We'll follow him to his staff.
You realise just how many oozes and things there were around. You're quite thankful that you had you had Thorinir to help
good
you
to know.
navigate this area.
Fantastic. We love the glow.
The leaves, as you walk in with Thorinir and keep close to him, it's very tricky to work out. Even only having travelled maybe 30 or 40 feet, it's very disorientating because you're in this pool of light with these falling leaves all in all other areas around you. You kind of lose. It quickly becomes disorientating and quite lonely and dark. You know, it's all but pitch black once you walk into this area, but for Thorinir's light.
And I'm enjoying like spinning the torch, just doing funny things with the leaves. So
You return to experience the same scene that I just described to Thorinir. There are a lot of oozes around, all along the path that you've just taken. It's not a path; it's a big open space.
The pool itself isn't an ooze, is it?
You can investigate the pool.
I will investigate. I will use my investigation abilities and I
I'll
will
help you out.
zap. That is 10,
19.
19.
What do my elf eyes see?
The water is particularly black.
Black.
My favourite colour. It's fine.
Particularly black.
Black as in dark water or black as in goopy, gloopy, oopy ooze?
It's hard to work out the consistency of the water without
Turn it
testing it. And
Is there a little stone or anything on the path?
I'm sure there are.
I will pick up a
There's,
small...
there's probably some broken off twigs.
I will pick up something small.
Twigs
and-
float. You need something that doesn't float.
So there's some larger, almost branches.
Yeah.
It's
Like a
more
stone.
to do with ripples more than... I'm gonna chuck something, a stone, a pebble, into the water, into the thing.
The black water ripples out. There's perhaps a slight thickness to the water, but it's not.
Stone comes flying out.
It didn't feel quite the same as going into the oily
Right.
jellies
Okay.
that you were fighting before. But it's probably not
Fairly
traditional water, is your
So-
read.
And how far in is this staff?
It is just over 10 foot from your location. It's right in the centre of the river, placed there.
But
It looks almost too
distant.
perfectly positioned for it to have been an accident. to have
Given
landed
my-
in that fashion.
given my increased size, would it be possible if one of the guys held my arm and I leaned in, would I be able to reach it?
You're welcome to try.
Yeah? Do you want to try that?
yeah, we'll both grab you.
Right, so I'm going
And how will you do it?
I'll work that way. And then
I'm gonna ask, like, do you guys recognise this hand?
That's a good question.
I
What do you want me to roll? I'm ready.
Do you recognise this hand? History roll. Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to go well.
Is it vaguely reminiscent of
Powerful 13.
what was on the shield that Nolus had?
In the same way that it was a hand, this one is specifically upright bent fingers. It's not identical.
Right. Because that was Seisu related, wasn't it? Is that?
No, I don't think so.
Was that what? That was. It was a magical.
It was a magic shield,
Yeah.
but I don't think it was Seisu related.
Oh.
Can you both give me an athletics roll? I'll let you do it with advantage. You can do it together just to see if you can take Malcolm's
You
weight
should do acrobatics.
as he leans in.
Animal handling?
Do it with advantage.
Hey!
Athletics with advantage.
Athletics with advantage.
Only for advantage's sake. 12.
Oh, 17 on one, 18 on the other.
You
Leaning
can take his weight between you quite comfortably.
Right in.
Even as he leans in, maybe a little slip of the foot, but he stretches across, and you look down below and just can make out and reach the end of that staff, and you can put your fingers on it.
Got it. I've got it.
Careful, Malcolm. This might be causing this.
Oh, now you tell me.
And suddenly explosive diarrhea.
You've got your hand on it.
Right, and I will pull.
Okay. You pull out, and you sort of all fall backwards onto the ground. As you pull the staff out, the inverse of what you're expecting happens.
Oh no.
Gosh.
The river itself springs up.
Oh, lordy.
Springs up in different directions, and lots of the water, almost a large wave, rushes back one side of the pool and then back to the other, and a large quantity of the liquid spills out of the river on both banks. That is all that happens.
Ooh.
You need to cross the river now.
We've got to cross this river.
I'm going to hand the staff to Thorin. I think this probably...
I'm going to join its hand.
As you look at it, it is as I described. It is crooked, blackened oak quarterstaff, full of knots and blemishes, with this curious formation, the tip resembling an open hand with bent fingers. It is magic. You would need to study it to understand it.
I need to study this. But for now, we need to get over that river.
Okay.
Tally ho.
Quickly.
Well, it
And
didn't
we
seem
have
to
do
be...
it quickly.
Didn't seem to be that deep.
Silden's gone.
How far
Are
across
you going
is it?
in,
It was
just
like,
diving in the river?
that
I thought
always
it'd been.
No, it's not empties,
Empties.
but it's
But
like
are
a
there-
slosh one way,
are there-
slosh another, and it's still got lots of...
Are there brief
Oh,
periods
okay.
where it's totally sloshed
How
down
long
to
is
the
it?
bed?
It's only 20 foot.
It's 20 foot across.
I could probably long jump it.
You can try.
Actually, I definitely could.
Yeah. What's the rules on long jumping again?
No, please.
I might be able to search it. This is what you tuned in for. What are the rules for long jump? It's called running jump, isn't it?
I'm
Keep
pretty
going.
sure that with my
20
monk
feet.
abilities...
I'm trying to think what that is in life.
20 feet. It's big.
About 3 of me.
But we're heroes, damn it.
Wow.
Oh, that's not on my cheat sheet.
Moving in position.
You got it?
Breaking up your move, difficult terrain, being prone, moving around other creatures, flying movement, creature size, space, squeezing into smaller spaces. These are all the things that I don't need. Your movement can include jumping, special types of movement in Chapter 8. Special types of movement, climbing, swimming and crawling, jumping. Your strength, damn it, determines how far you can jump. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before you jump.
What about 30 feet?
When you make a standing long jump, you can only leap half that distance. You make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score, which is very low, because it basically means that it's just your strength score, not your modifier, so it would be...
Yeah. So it's just, yeah,
not
it
a
is,
lot.
12.
it is your strength.
Yeah, so I'd jump 10 feet, basically.
I could jump 12, but I'm,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that something about me means
Is that the big number on your strength?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Why don't we just
if
wait?
Thorinir was
I need
to,
go quickly.
rather than use his strength and do a long jump, use his acrobatics and did several flip-flops to gain momentum,
Yeah.
and then the last one...
Oh, hang on a minute. Are there trees on the other side?
There are trees on the other side.
I'm just gonna
And we got rope and stuff.
grappling hook a tree.
Are we making this
Swing
more
across.
difficult than we think it was?
We won't spend a whole session getting over a pit,
exactly.
so no, we're not
the
overcomplicating
staff,
this.
the staff was sticking up in the middle of this thing, and it's like
Quickly.
only 6 feet long. I'm just going to walk across.
Okay.
Fuck it.
You take a step in.
It's fine.
Can you
Everything's
give me a
fine.
Constitution save,
Shite.
please?
It's gonna be fun.
Oh,
3 words. Arse spraying me.
that's 15.
I'm gonna get this magic item and start reading.
That's a dexterity save. Shit.
It's
gonna be fine.
Oh, wrong dice. Sorry. It's yeah. You saved as half 2. You're only going to take 2 necrotic damage.
Easy.
As you walk in, you physically feel aging just taking place to your body. You feel like you're turning into a raisin, and not the good kind.
The bad raisin.
The bad
Bad raisin.
Bad raisin.
The Sultana.
That's a
Oh,
bad raisin. You say Sultana
And
was
which-
the bad raisin.
That's the third one. There's a third type.
Current.
Current.
The
They're
current.
the bad ones.
The current.
yeah.
Bad ones.
Oh, the weather,
Yeah.
so,
And
you,
Sully's the
so
one,
what
yeah.
you're saying is this river has a bad current?
It does.
Ha
Yeah. It does.
Don't walk into the river.
They're coming.
Don't walk into the river. Get across
Some-
another way. It's not good.
Can you get out?
Oh, man,
Grappling
can I
hook.
get out the other side?
You can keep
Swing
walking
across.
through. Yeah. What's
Right.
your speed? Normal speed.
It's like 9 million feet. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can
I'm
get
45
across in a turn.
You probably could have walked on water, knowing you.
I probably could have done actually. I should have really easily been able to jump
That's not
across
among
it.
feet, I bet it is. Somewhere.
Anyway,
You just feel this. Yeah. This pain surging through. This depletion. This
yeah,
tiring. This
jump
lack of
it,
energy.
jump it or something else when you.
Rope,
but
grappling
it's
hook.
not. It's
Swing
it's not
across.
good water.
You're trying to throw the rope.
Over a tree.
A tree the other side.
Yeah.
The
I
nearest
can
one is
attach
about,
my dagger to it if I need to.
the nearest
I can
one's about
just throw
30
it to
feet
me.
away.
Easy.
Throw the rope to me, and I can tie
What's
it.
your
Up.
throw?
That's an even better idea.
Yeah,
Take this
I'm
with
now
you.
the other side.
Yeah, tie it to a tree.
Right.
Throw it up a tree.
Okay, so you're throwing to Malkin.
Yeah.
Just as you're going through, just give me a dex check to see if you can
23.
catch it. Yes, you can.
Tie it off
Catch
on a
it.
tree.
Tying it off a tree.
Okay.
I'll tie off a tree on this end,
Jump.
and then I'll
Okay.
tie rope across.
Tightrope. You're not going to hand over hand. Well, that is impressive.
Tie rope. Easy.
You tie it to a tree on the side. Can you give me another dexterity save?
Acrobatics or
You say.
dexterity save? You want a dexterity save?
Yeah, anyone touching trees, dexterity save.
I'm not touching a tree, I'm
Oh,
just
it's
going to tie
fine.
it off.
Just
Come on,
So
man.
the
Just
tree
see-
tying.
dexterity check to see it in that case rather than save.
All right, 12.
That's enough.
9.
You're right. You're all right.
Oh! And then acrobatics to tie
Um,
rope over the rope.
trying to tightrope across it. Yeah,
Yeah.
acrobatic.
Anybody else would hand over hand it, but no, he's going to go tightrope.
19.
19. You carefully tightrope across.
Quickly and carefully.
Surprisingly light-footed. Well, he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Surprising. Not that surprising, perhaps. Thorny, what are you doing?
I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to have advantage because I've got the staff like a circus performer.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm going to allow it.
I like that.
circus.
Oh,
And you're going to need it.
Circus. Circus. Oh.
2 ones in a row.
Okay.
The double
that's
one.
for the cheek of it.
Okay. Thorny, you fall completely in the rack. Just so much, almost. You know where someone falls and they always fall kind of twice.
Yeah.
Almost like a
Face
slow
down.
motion. He falls once and then sort of tries to get his footing and then falls again and completely dunks into the water. Make a constitution save.
Yeah.
I told you to
Well,
go
you've
hand
used
over
all your
hand,
ones.
you.
You've used all your ones.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
exactly.
a 20.
This ain't going to be a 1.
This is the natural
It's
20.
400 to 1, isn't it?
Oh,
Just a
18.
one. Mm.
Yeah, that is.
18 save.
400 to 1. That's mental.
Well, I do have Morocco in the sweepstake.
It's only 1 constitution damage because you saved.
Okay.
Nice.
But necrosis
Yeah.
damage. Necrosis damage.
Necrosis damage
Yeah.
sounds pretty vile.
Yeah. But again, you feel this,
Damage me necrosis.
just this feeling like you're
It's
about
never
to
gonna
die
grow back.
when you dunk your head. You know,
Not anymore.
it's that feeling like this is it. This is the end.
I feel like Zolan.
And as you raise your head back up, you just for a moment look back on the north bank, and there is just a wall of these oozes on the north bank. Just a sheet wall of these copper and black jellies and oozes on the north side. And as they are closing closer and closer to you, safe, Seisu, you see just this fleet, this enormous quantity of these small, gnome-sized fungi on legs that walk quickly together, kind of in unison from each side, slightly different colorations, brown tops, white stems, some spotted ones,
That wasn't a
some
microdose.
darker ones, and they just line up on the north bank of the river, stand strong and tall together, and wait for this barrage of ooze. And as it comes, it looks like it's about to crush over the top of the river, right on top of you, this huge wall of ooze.
Is everybody else seeing that? Or is it just because I fell in the water?
They hold this ooze from getting to you.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Have we just been saved by mushrooms? Did I? You did see that, didn't you? It wasn't
I'm
just
trying
'cause
not
I've
to
been in
think
the
about
water.
it.
I'm going to be trying to get out. I'm still in the river.
Yeah, you can get out on the south bank, you're taking the damage, you look back and see that, which is just... I mean, how do you describe that sight?
I'm not eating any more of these crisps, I'll tell you that. Maybe I will.
You can exit the south bank wet, also somewhat wet, maybe not quite as wet as Thorinir.
Only up to my knees.
Yeah.
On the plus side, the other end of my rope's been corroded by ooze, so I can just reel it back in and tie it off.
You
Well, that went well.
reach the south bank of the river.
Now what?
The financial district.
We have to head this way.
Right. Well, no going back. Certainly made our decision for us as to whether we carry on with this.
Absolutely.
Not going back through that one.
We have to save Seisu. Let's go and see what we find.
Water, I think.
As you reach the other side, you come to a path for the first time in
An actual
the
path.
whole forest.
Real path.
Wow.
A dirt path, about 10
I'll
foot
take
wide.
it.
Yeah.
These don't exist.
The
I
sky,
don't trust it.
the sky above you is now superseded. Leaves, both dead and alive, and somewhere in between, now swirling in a never-ending waltz.
As well as the seeds.
in the air above you.
Sorry.
A strange calm rolls over you all. The dirt path is now turned to a strange, flaky, ashen substance. It emerges at a 3-tiered, dilapidated, dark-tiled stairwell, running east to west, hewn into narrow rock, ascending a 10-foot wide passage. At the top of the steps, the rocky cliff seems to momentarily subside to the south. The cliff, tiles and ground around you, all aging beyond reason with every step. Moss overtakes every surface. Stone crumbles around you. Insects falling out of the sky and hatching again from eggs moments later. You ascend the steps. Beyond the dark rock face, peering south, you find yourself at the northwest entrance to an 140-foot, roughly squared escarpment. The escarpment is bordered by 2 wide L-shaped raised walkways, made of the same dark tiles as the stairwell. One 40 foot to your south, itself running north to south for 50 feet, and then at its right angle west to east for 70 feet. A few steps at either end of the L-shaped platform enable access. A particularly withered tree, absent of any foliage other than 3 beautifully bright red, shiny apples, partially obstructs the nearest steps. You estimate the second walkway, 25 foot to your southeast, partly obscured by a large boulder which you're currently sheltering behind, to have similar features as the first, itself running for 70 foot west to east, and then, at its right angle, 50 foot to the south. So you've got 2 right-angled walkways bordering this escarpment, not connected at the southwest side and at the northeast side, and then gaps in either corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You estimate... No, I've read that bit. Another tree grows over the steps at the far side. This one is much healthier, strong, bushy, and something glimmers enticingly from an outstretched branch. A third tree grows out from underneath the steps nearest to you, to your east. Its roots are prominent and jut out above the earth. Its trunk is thick and healthy. Dainty white flowers grow near its base. In the very centre of the escarpment lies another rectangular platform of the same height as the other 2 walkways. An ornate centrepiece, the L-shaped walkways like a frame around a painting. A statue of an elegant creature, somewhat similar to a deer, stands defiant against the foliage around it. Untouched, as if recently cleaned, or somehow shrouded against the onslaught of nature. Another statue on the central platform is completely overtaken in moss and lichen, whilst 2 others lie crumbled in ruin next to it. Another statue to its south is mostly obscured by the central platform from your position. 10 foot tall, it resembles some type of large horned creature, similar to a bull. The mark of 2 intertwined bodies surrounding a hollow circle surrounding a closed gate once again starts glowing brightly on Thorinir's forehead for a moment, but the torch light dies down. We'll take a short break.
Wow. Wowie, wow, wowie, wowie, wow. Oh, great. Darth Vader.
It's probably going to be fine.
Rolling his sleeves up.
Oh, no. I'm scared, Paul.
We're not in combat.
Yet.
But the music is intense.
Yeah.
My internal music is intense right now.
The sky alone gives you the feeling of this tension. There's like a magical tornado of leaves above you, filling the sky, whirling. The colours.
Oh, we're
now
finally
are-
admitting that it's magical now, are we?
Cat's out of the bag now.
Colours of dawns and of dusks, and then day and then night, all swirling and reacting together. The leaves, some are dead, some are alive. Everything about this place, that flaky, ashen floor, is otherworldly.
Is this? I mean, is this at all familiar to you?
This is not. This feels like a forest in battle with itself.
I mean, you would, you grew up around here. You'd know if this was here before, right?
This must be the heart. I never completed my studies.
Wow. Okay. Are we thinking arena? Are we thinking religious? Are we
Both.
both?
There's some statues in the middle there.
They're statues.
I'm interested in these delicious looking apples though.
Yeah.
It could be the key to our success here.
So on the first tree, 40 foot to your south, something like that, is very withered, extremely sickly, more so than nearly any other tree you've seen. But for these perfectly shiny red fruit,
Do we not think it's a little bit convenient that there's exactly 3 of these perfectly shiny
So,
red fruit?
they look delicious.
the tree
one
itself has a
each.
faint glow around.
Oh.
Just look at it.
Things that glow are always fun.
It's a very faint green.
Oh, that's probably
Green is a foresty
It's a
colour.
good colour.
That's a
Like a sickly green or like a nice earthy green?
Medium size.
I'm skilled in distinguishing greens.
It's not easy being green.
11.
It's a slightly lime green.
Lime is a bad green.
yeah.
Slightly.
Other than limes, nothing else described as lime green is good.
Apart from nice grasshoppers.
True. Jiminy. Or use a cricket.
And limes.
And limes. Other than those two things.
Thornia loves limes.
Rom, but these some whole. Om nom nom nom.
Are you walking down towards this tree?
Sure, why not? We can't stay here forever. Although I should probably be hidden.
Does
Probably
my
something we should do.
if I was to study this staff, could I do it in like a minute?
Quick study.
So, as per the rules, you need longer than a minute
Boo.
to learn the properties of
But I
magic.
feel like everything's aging. Time is moving a lot quicker.
Ah. And I've got a black apple that slows down time. And that's probably going to be fine.
We've got black apples. We've got red apples.
Yeah. You put them together.
Clearly do different things.
Yeah.
Who's gonna bite the
Red
bullet
apple.
slash apple? And find out.
I'm not going first this time.
I'll give it a sniff.
Which
The red apple.
the red apple. You give me a nature roll. I want a perception roll.
Can I help him with that?
Perception of
You can
nature.
also do a perception roll if you'd like.
Natural 20
I'm not- I
for
take back my
23.
help.
I perceive everything.
Okay, and give me an Arcana roll
Oh, you coy man.
with advantage because of the natural 20.
$18.
Apple screams as you look at it.
Stay away!
It looks.
One of them goes, get away! The other one says, talking apple!
It's as you smell it, doesn't smell like apple.
That's good.
You would probably need to probe it with some tools to get further insight of its properties.
A natural 20 and 18, and that's what I get. It doesn't smell like an apple.
Like
Yeah.
a lime.
It smells like a lime.
You can't get too much from a sniff.
No matter how perceptive.
Especially an apple. Apples.
Yeah. I mean, it was
It
a
doesn't
really good sniff, but it
smell
doesn't
like
smell
an
like an apple. But you can determine that with your tools.
I've got a poison toolkit, but I'm a little worried it's going to take a hell of a long time. I'll get my poison toolkit out, why not? Looking like a small glass apparatus.
How about next time we don't waste your natural 20 on a sniff?
Is that the only way I roll now? Go on then, I'll poison his toolkit.
So you start to have a go at that. What the other two of you two do?
We shouldn't disturb anything while everyone else is.
No, I'm going to have a wander round, but I'm going to walk along the walkway.
Which one? There's one running south and then east, or there's one immediately to your east that then runs south?
I'll take the east then south one.
Fine. The tree, by the way, is on the stairwell to the south one.
Can I get past it?
You can. It kind of half obstructs the.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a sort of wander round the perimeter.
On the east side, yeah.
Just looking for anything. I'm not so out of the ordinary. Looking for anything that might suddenly leap out and attack us.
And Thorina, what are you doing then?
I'm going to go to the statues.
I'm keeping a reaction prepared. If anything leaps out at me, I'm going to hit it.
Okay. Fine. So you're walking along the side then.
My every sense, my every nerve is on edge in this situation. That music is really, really,
And it's described. Yeah, the environment around you is. It's just incredible. It's this whirling. Bright lights and the darkness.
Imagine me sort of not stealthy stealth, but being really, really careful.
And sometimes you're
Where-
completely lit up, other times you're almost completely dark as the sky changes above you.
I've got my Kasuri garment and I've got the heavy bit in one hand and I've got the chain in the other, and if anything leaps out at me, I'm gonna whack it one.
You both notice, just from slightly different angles, as you're heading towards the central platform, and Malcolm, you're on that northern walkway as Tilden's working his poisonous kit on this apple. The tree that's growing out from underneath the stone walkway that you're actually walking on at the moment is kind of growing out and toward the statues. Just glowing very slightly green as well, just like the one next to you. Just very, very slightly. These little white flowers that it's for. You're looking along this walkway. You can see back, sort of up to the northeast, you can see that where the black rain of leaves were, and it's just a blur of black there. Now you can't really see the river or anything that you came from previously. Thorinir, as you're heading into the middle towards the platform, you see these two upright statues and then the two that collapsed on the floor in the centre of this platform. The platform is 30 feet wide, 25 foot north to south. And in the centre, and they're in what would have been a circular pattern, all facing inward toward one another. The one on the north side is the mossy statue, which looks to be of looks like a large snake or a large eel or some kind of worm-like big creature, about human size, but it's covered in moss, so it's really hard to make out any features or anything like that.
Don't trust it.
The one on the west and the one on the east completely collapsed into rubble, completely disintegrated. It would take some serious effort to try and piece together what these things ever looked like. The one on the south is the completely clean statue, and it is of this deer-like creature. Just to the south side of all of these is where you see now, because you're slightly above it, these platforms are about 10 foot high. Just to the south of the platform, there's this large statue of, best described as a big bull. Same kind of stone material. Still working on the poisoners kit. You, because of your good rolls, you're confident that this will have a negative effect, but something tells you there's more to it than that.
Okay.
Okay. The thing you notice first, Malcolm, further to the east, as you're walking around this walkway, foreigner in the middle, Sildon on the other side, is this tree that's grown on the east, on the steps which are on as you go around east and then south. There's steps at either end. There's a tree on that eastern side stairwell on the south side. It from the top of it, this thick, sturdy branch reaches out. These are all similarly, similar sizes, but this one, this is the bushy one. I think this is the bushy one. Sorry. This one is the strong, bushy, healthy one. And if you remember, there's something glimmering that first caught your attention. It's a large, huge, what looks to be a diamond, like a fruit hanging from the end of the tree. It's incredible. It's the most incredible gem you've ever seen growing from a tree.
I will call to Thorinir and point this out to him. There's a great big gemstone hanging from this tree. I think it's growing from the tree.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here, points at sparkly thing.
Come to the tree.
So you can walk. There's a staircase on the central platform just to the west, just to the east. So you walk over to that east side.
Does this not?
Rings no bells with me. We are looking for a green swirly stone, but
Is it green and swirly?
No, it's transparent diamond-like.
Transparent and diamond.
As you step down from the east stairwell onto this ashen grass floor, walking towards that south stairwell which Malcolm is on, you notice two things. First of all, right next to you on the floor in the southeast part of this lower ground, there's a seed, quite much brighter than the dim glow around the other trees. Quite a large seed, like a pine cone kind of size. And it's bright green, like glowing green, intensely and radiating green light. And it seems to, as you approach, you're pretty sure it wasn't glowing, and as you're getting closer, it seems to be glowing more and more. Kind of reaches out almost towards you as you're approaching it.
I'm going to pick it up.
It grows brighter and brighter as you come to pick it up. And it suddenly sprouts into a huge ash tree. Like that. And you instantly lose, it's too heavy within a moment, it's too heavy for you. And you pull your hand away as the whole tree roots itself to the floor, plants and roots itself. It grows 200 years in a moment.
Don't pull your hand away fast enough and you're now buried under, you're wrist deep under a tree.
It starts raining helicopter style seeds swirling down to the ground.
He's rolling a die.
As they're doing so, you look up, attracted by this amazing sight, and a few of them, 4 of them to be precise, start growing into small plants in the air, and then themselves taller trees, and then themselves trees just like the ash tree that's planted itself.
I'd get out of the way if I was you.
They're
You're gonna be
falling to the
inundated.
ground, and at this moment, we're going to roll initiative.
Ooh, Nelly.
Nine.
Dirty 20.
Where's my initiative gone? Ah, sorry. Where's my initiative roll gone?
Oh, so sorry, mate. It's just
Oh yeah, sorry it is. There we go. Bosh. It's cocked. How can it be cocked?
On the iPad.
It's cocked. Look, it's stopped. And it's gone. Right, let's try that again.
right, might be because you're on this side. There you go.
There we go. 14.
Okay.
So other than, can I see that these trees raining from the sky?
These trees are falling, they're dispersing because they're on these helicopter routes, and they're dispersing out around Thorinir's location. You have precisely 1 turn to react. It's tricky to judge the velocity of these trees, but they're falling pretty quickly.
Nice.
They're trees falling out of the sky.
How far away am I from Thorinir?
You are a good distance. $60 He's fairly due east of you, slightly to the south.
How far away am I?
From Thorinir, you're coming towards the diamond, aren't you, in the tree? I'll put you pretty close to that tree. You're 30 foot, but as the crow flies, remember you're upper level, sort of on the walkway, east to your west, slightly to your south, almost due west.
I'm going to run 30 feet towards him.
Okay, so you're jumping down the 10-foot ledge.
Yes.
Yeah. You could slightly, realistically, you would probably slightly circumvent it. It's about another 3 feet of movement to go down the steps, so
Cool.
you'd probably do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. So run 30 feet towards him, then I'm roughly 30 feet away from him, right?
Yeah, you're sort of right by the west staircase of the central platform, and Thorin is by the east staircase of the central platform.
Okay.
So the statues, the sort of circle statues, are between the two of you. You're in sort of the northwest corner. Thorin is in sort of the southeast corner.
How...
Both on the ground, though, rather than the platform itself.
Yeah. How far away... No. Where Thorinir is, there's these trees kind of dispersing from the sky. How wide is that kind of radius? Is it pretty narrow? Does it look like he's about to be squished by trees?
To be honest, yes, it does look like that. There are 4 trees falling pretty much on his position, but there's going to be a decent impact zone around that location because they're huge. Imagine 4 trees, fully grown trees falling out of the sky.
In which case, I'm going to use my cunning action to perform a dash as a bonus action. I'm going to sprint the rest of the distance over Thorinir.
Over the platform?
Yeah, I'm just going to bolt straight towards him.
So you're maybe just a few feet behind Thorinir now, sort of just on the steps to the west platform. Thorinir is actually under the west platform. Or down the steps. See.
And then I will use my action to try and push him really hard out of the way.
Okay.
From the safe distance away from falling trees.
So that is shoving. Make an athletics check contested by, but you're not going to contest it, are you, Thorin?
I would have thought so.
You can either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
Am I pushing further than that?
Afraid not. Not as per the shoving mechanic.
What if he was levitating?
If he was levitating,
Yeah.
maybe that would.
Which I often am.
You'd have to find out.
So I'm gonna take. No secrets. I'm gonna take a jade amulet from around my neck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it around Thorin's neck and activate it, of which Thorin will start levitating, and then I'm gonna push him.
Wow. Okay. You're resisting in any fashion.
I was just going to leap on in and rugby tackle him out the way. Yours sounds much more interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm comfortable. He goes further with the lack of resistance. About 12 feet away, something of that nature.
Cool.
Okay.
Spinning as he goes.
Like an air hockey table. Then he bounces off a wall and comes back.
Okay. Malcolm.
Wow. That was quite impressive. That was much more impressive than what I was going to do. So where has everybody ended up quickly?
Silden's under 4 trees. Thorin is also quite close to 4 trees, but they're all down in that central area, just to the east of the platform.
Right, I'm going to try and do something equally cinematic. Not going to be outdone by this guy. I'm going to grab the gem.
Oh.
And charge full tilt off the platform and leap towards Silden.
Okay.
Now I've got a 45-foot move.
Wow.
I'm starting from 10 foot up.
Can you...
And I'm going to do a flying leap to Silden's position.
That's certainly what you're imagining you're going to do. What actually happens? Can you give me a strength save, please?
Strength?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, that's fairly awful. That's 7.
Okay.
Well, you got. This means you have.
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Ooh, I'm going to use my inspiration. Can I reroll that?
If you use your inspiration, yes you can.
That's better. That's 22.
Okay. You go, so, and now can you give me, that's a strength save, because as you reached out for the diamond, a branch from the tree reached across and tried to grab you. In fact, it did grab you, and you used your strength save to pull away from it before it wrapped its tree-like branch around you. Its tree-like branch. Before it's wrapped its strong branch around you. Now you can give me a strength check to try and rip the diamond away if you would like.
Just point out, it's customary for my characters to die during a god fight.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's only 10.
10. I'm afraid it's not enough. So you don't. It doesn't grab you, but it's just such a dense, big, thick, heavy diamond is held on by a big, strong.
Oh, hang on! Don't I get an advantage on strength checks because I'm big?
You do actually, yes. You do. You're right.
So I get.
Wow. You're right.
Oh, that's better. 16.
You pull it and give it everything you've got, and it feels so close, but you can't quite get it off.
You need a
Slightly
second.
distracted by this branch trying to tear at your body.
Damn it.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, can I do the rest of my planned thing without? So I've tried that, given up on that, and so I'm going to do my running leap. So yeah, run down the platform. When I get to the closest point that I can, I'm going to jump off the platform to where Silden is. And while I'm in midair, I'm going to swing my Surigama hook round and just try and attack the trees with it.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and protect him, hack away some branches. All very cinematic and heroic.
And then you can give me, so, I'm comfortable you can jump down to your enormous without taking falling damage. You can get all the way up to Silden if you want,
Yeah.
but if you want an action as well, you can't quite get that far. You can get close to him. Right, you're in the path yourself of the trees now. You realise going into.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that the waving around and the thing is going to at least try-
put them off.
yeah.
Yeah. As well.
Knock
if-
them to the side.
You
Or,
can make an attack roll if you're trying to deflect one.
right. Here we go. It's not great. It's a 7.
That's damage, right?
Oh, that's yeah. Sorry, that is damage. Sorry, wrong button. 14.
You realise as you come under here that you've just jumped under 4 enormous trees.
And that's it.
Oh, bugger! Good luck, Tarnin.
Yeah. You're on your own for the rest of this adventure, mate. We're
as the trees, as the trees are falling from the ground, you're levitating. You're falling across the sky, falling through the air. You look back for just a moment as the statue of the bull moves, breaks away from the ground, and runs forwards away from these trees falling above it, away from you.
Smarter than us.
outsmarted by a statue.
Thorinir.
That's my
Alright,
Christmas
so-
#1 single.
Thorin is now thinking, maybe these trees ain't so bad.
Oh, but they are very heavy.
Maybe this bull is bad. Who's around me then?
You have been pushed out the way by Silden. You feel like you might just be out of the trajectory of the trees. The other two of them look particularly in the trajectory of the trees.
Okay.
Not my best idea. What do you get for being heroical?
Well, I wasn't going to mention it,
And how close together are they?
That would be really
They've been
close.
dispersed. Malcolm and Selden are about 10 foot away from each other. It looks like the trees have kind of drawn like a 20 foot radius effectively around the centre point.
We're pretty fast speed. What's the worst that can happen?
Nothing as heroic as that could ever end badly.
That might cause you more damage than the trees.
At this point, I doubt it.
What's my footing like right now?
In the air,
6 foot above.
currently
the ground.
levitating.
Can I move at all?
How far? Yeah, is it 2 foot, 6 foot? I can't remember.
I will look. Up to 20 feet.
So you're levitating, and you can move. Yeah.
Okay. Can I fly past and pull someone with me?
You can absolutely try. Yeah. Who are you going to aim for?
Who's in most peril?
They look pretty equiperilous. Malcolm's closer to you.
Too big to move. You don't really be able to grab me.
So you can move up and down as part of the move as well.
Yeah, that is true. Malcolm would be certainly more difficult to move, even though he's close.
Okay, I will fly over to Silden and try and yank him away.
So he's 20 feet from you, and then you can pull him the remainder of your you've got 10 foot. Are you 30 foot or 35?
I am 35.
And you can pull him slightly towards the statues to the point where actually you could probably just about get him out of harm's way.
That's the plan.
Beauty. Sorry, mate.
With your moves, you kind of land pretty much next to one of these crumpled statues on the east side of the platform. You're just lifted by Thorinir. Malcolm, you're in the way, I'm afraid.
It's gonna be fine.
Dexterity save, please, Malcolm.
Oh, you got this. You got so much dexterity.
Save. That's a natural 1, but I did get a 7 on top of that.
You are going to take
That's a lot of dice.
18
And I'm
bludgeoning
down.
damage.
I'm down.
18 bludgeoning damage. The trees land on Malcolm, this huge figure, as these great ash trees fall on top of him, like crumpling him to the ground,
Dear.
I'm out.
literally buried
I
under.
have 14
trees.
health
Do
left.
you remember when Zolan kept saying, the combat isn't hard enough in this campaign? Where is it now? We need you!
The rest of the sycamore seeds just sort of fall to the ground slowly in the air. We come to Silden.
Does this
You're
book-
suddenly aware that there is a huge stone bull. The creature has these large, pointed horns that arc up. It's the size of Malcolm. It's
Not as flat as Malcolm.
the stone almost looks like plates. Plates of stone all over the body. A large plated tail, 4 hooves, and this big, broad body.
How far away is it from me?
It's south of you. You're on the platform. It's like to the west. It's 25 foot south, 20 foot west. So obviously the diagonal of that.
So 25 foot, right?
Yeah. Slightly more than 30 foot, I guess. Yeah. I just enjoy that Malcolm dived under 4 trees.
Bless you.
Trying to save his friend. Heroic sacrifice.
Oh no. We'll save you yet, don't worry, we got this. I'm going to...
Twitch. Spasm. Twitch. Spirit. Weak cops.
Thing's going to gorge me pretty bad. Is there anything I can hide behind?
I mean, there's 2 statues right next to you.
Well, they're probably going to come alive and try and kill me there.
Is the
There's the glowing tree that's protruding from under the walkway just to the south. Just to the north. There's the fruit tree, the apple tree all the way over to the west. The diamond tree all the way to the east, and then you're surrounded by these different platforms. You are 10 foot higher than the creature at the moment. Because you're on a raised platform.
Does that give me advantage because I'm looking down on it?
Yes.
So I've got, cool. In which case, I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow. That's the first thing I'm going to do.
Go ahead.
Ping.
16.
It's not enough.
Dang.
brass statue. You're going to need to roll 100.
No.
Penetrate.
Which doesn't give me a whole lot I can do. I'm going to use my cunning action, but I don't know what for yet. I'm going to use my cunning action to hide. Behind. I've still got my movement. So I'm going to get up behind one of the statues, I guess. The least angry looking statue.
It'll be on the north side. It'll be the moss-covered one, which looks
the
like
least angry.
Well, it looks like a worm or snake.
Oh,
or
that's
an eel.
probably fine. That's probably fine.
Yeah.
Is there anything that looks less angry than that I can hide
There's the
behind?
deer on the south
That looks
side, but that
far less angry.
it's nearer,
Yeah,
but it's
less angry.
less angry.
There's nothing else. Not like a big rock or like
There's
a
two
pillar.
piles of rubble on rubble statues there as well.
Oh, can I
But
hide
then-
behind one of those? How big are they?
But they're kind of collapsed, so they're less.
Yeah.
They're less.
Very stealthy there.
You are. They're quite. You can at least see a bit of you. I
Okay.
think. But there's also the raised walkways all over the place, but you need to make your way to.
Spurt.
How far away are they from the raised walkways?
25 foot to your north is the raised walkway that Malcolm
Heroically let
kind
off.
of walked towards.
And they have to have pillars and stuff holding it.
Yeah, there's exactly. There's a
Sweet.
few little
I'll
juts.
bolt it over there. Hide behind a pillar.
No problem.
We got it.
You sort of vault yourself up
Gurgle.
onto that north side way.
Wheezing.
Yeah, hide behind a pillar there. No problems.
I will roll stealth, which is only 13. There you go.
That's right, you go and hide.
Okay.
That's fine. You go and hide. That's okay. Gurgle. Spurt.
We've got plenty of time. We're good. We're not going to bleed out yet.
We
We're 2 crit failures away from dying, and nobody's ever rolled 2 crit failures in a row.
Malcolm. First death saving throw, please.
Probably going to be fine. Don't roll a 1.
How do I do this? How do I do this on here?
Death saves. So you have to
How do I do this? I've never done this on here.
probably click that, I guess. I've never done it yet.
That
Then
brings
probably
that-
click death saves. Click that death saves button. Does it work?
It's not doing anything.
Then I would just roll a d20. It's higher than 10.
It's 10.
If it's on a 10,
That's good.
10's good, so that's
That's
a
good.
save.
Yeah. First
So
save.
1 save. There you go. See, he's going to be fine.
Gurgle. Spurt. Spurt.
We've got ages to save him.
Twitch. Twitch. Gurgle. Ick. Ick.
That's the thing.
Gurgle. Spasm. Spasm.
Literally
Twitch.
the thing. Jack's doing his thinking face, which means somebody's about to die.
I hate to point out the blindingly obvious.
And the ball just
The-
goes and gores your blood repeatedly until you're dead.
The creature,
Crunch, crunch. Stomp, stomp.
this huge stone bull,
Stone ball.
walks
Yeah.
up,
Straight up to Malcolm and stamps on his
walks
face.
up the central platform in amongst the other statues, Thorny. Only 15 feet from you. It's unable to run, it's too dense there.
Oh,
But it's
I've been
up
good at
there
this,
on the
yeah.
central platform and it's staring straight towards you, walking to you with purpose, and its rear back right hoof scraping along the floor as if looking to charge.
Okay.
I've actually got an idea.
Thorny.
Thorinir is going to kind of hunch himself up. He's going to spit some leaves out.
That'll show it.
Yeah. End of
Good.
turn.
Yeah.
Those leaves are going to form into like a little symbol in the sky. It's an animal shape.
Nice.
You might make out what it is. I don't know if you will. But Ian is going to charge a rhinoceros.
Nice.
wow.
We'll fight the ball.
And I'm
our
gonna-
The
rhinoceros.
natural enemy of the ball.
This isn't you anthropomorphized.
No.
Anthropomorphizing.
This is me calling upon a rhinoceros.
I'd just like to point out this is a Christmas pudding flavoured crisp.
Because it's Christmas!
If this battle wasn't weird enough already. Remember my rules on this one. So I can plop this anywhere, basically. It's going to roll initiative, which I'll do now for you. If I can find my dice. Oh, yeah, 4 news. I don't know what's its initiative, we'll call it 6.
We got a rhinoceros too.
I have 9. Okay. Are you moving at all, Thornhill, or doing anything else?
Hang on a second. Let me just check my list. One rhinoceros. Not 8. Yeah, so I can put that wherever I want, within 60 feet of me, and I'm going to put it in between us and the bull.
Sure.
So tell it to fuck it up.
It's only about 7 feet in front of you, kind of half of the midpoint, but right in the centre of the 4 statues. But it materialises. This rhinoceros. I'm pretty sure Thornia made it.
It could be anything.
It looks somewhat similar to this other creature.
I don't know, I can't tell them I'm hiding.
I'll
so
be
I
like,
couldn't
the
tell them
rhino's arms!
But it's much smaller than rhino, but it also doesn't look like it's made of stone. But apart from that,
Rhino's always a lot of made of stone.
anything else, Carl? Thornia?
Carl on it.
No.
Not moving.
Or maybe I'll move it back a little bit, but
So off the central platform. Malkin's about 15 foot to your southeast, sort of under a pile of trees.
Spread out.
And Silden's run to the north, up onto one of the walkways.
For all you know, he's just run away. He just sort of, cheers for the save. Woo!
yeah, I'm just going to go the back, just slightly off the platform.
Down the stairs to the east side towards where Malkin is.
Yeah.
And a big pile of trees.
Perfect timing, actually.
These helicopter seeds.
Do I see Malcolm?
Yeah, you can see his leg sort of under a pile of trees.
Twitch. Spasm.
It's actually reduced back to normal size as well.
What, me? I've shrunk. Oh, I liked being big.
There's a tiny child that looks like Malcolm.
Rhino.
Rhino's up.
Rhino. He is going to. Hang on a second. Right. I've never looked at a rhino before. Dum-bum-bum. How far away is the?
7 feet.
Oh, that's not quite good. Should have put him a bit further back. Oh, I see. It's just a trait. Okay. I will charge this thing and go for a gore attack.
Go ahead.
Ooh. It is a 23.
That hits, yes.
Cool. So. It is 11 bludgeoning damage.
Clang.
So this smaller creature just materializes and then runs straight into this stone beast. Go head to head with one another, and it looks like it catches it off guard. Its neck kind of recoils forwards and down as it buckles slightly. Head-on collision. Is that everything?
Can I move back at all?
You can.
Yeah.
It will take an attack against it.
Oh, okay, yeah. What then?
So
How far away am I from Rhino?
roughly 30 feet. About the same from Thorin and about 35 from Malcolm.
Cool. I'm going to. I've got an idea. I'm gonna. Because it was looking. Is it still looking at Thorin? Scraping
Well,
his
it's
spot
sort
on
of
the ground?
head to head with the rhino at the moment.
Oh, cool. So it's not looking at him scraping his hoof anymore.
It's no longer scraping because it's just been head butted in the head by a
Cool.
rhino.
Maybe I have less of an idea then. Okay, I'm gonna run over. Still stealth, so I can walk 30 feet up to it, sneak up on it. I'm within 30 foot, so I'm going to. At that 30 foot mark, shoot with the crossbow.
So walk up to it.
Yeah.
So you're within 30 feet of it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because oh no, did you say I was 30 feet away from it?
You're 30 feet away from the rhino. If you move 5 foot forward, you can get within 30 feet of the large stone.
Oh, in which case, I'll move so I'm 20 foot away from it.
Okay, so you'll come down off the platform, did you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
You're right next to this tree that's kind of protruding out of the ground
Cool.
and glowing slightly.
Probably
And it seems to be
something-
glowing slightly brighter than it was at one point.
That's going to be a thing. So then I'm going to, hopefully still stealth, and it hasn't seen me, lob a dagger at it. Bam!
Never sound very convinced, mate.
Go for it. I'm comfortable with flanking it at the moment.
Only a 9.
I'm comfortable with flanking it, so you can.
Do advantage.
Yeah,
Yes, I'll take it. It's only a 14.
not enough, I'm afraid.
Cool. In which case, I'm going to throw my other dagger at it. 19.
19 hits.
About time. Luckily, this is the dagger that isn't the -1 because I threw that one first. That was genuinely true. So that's a 7, and then I got sneak attack damage for flank, which will be plus another 7.
Okay.
All piercing.
So 14 in total.
That's right.
Strikes into this creature, and it does seem to sort of dig into the stone rather than just ping off it.
Cool.
So it has a knife sticking out the side of it right now.
For my cunning action, I'll take a dash, and I will actually stand behind one of the other statues.
On the platform, the one on the north side of the sort of snaky, eely worm
Yeah,
creature.
sneaky wormy creature. And I'll go, come and get me! Ah!
Malcolm. Second death
You
save.
got this. Nailed it. Good.
That's a 9.
Not enough.
okay.
That's one success, one failure.
One crit failure away from death.
We go to the creature. This huge stone creature rears itself up and it stomps down with its huge stone hooves on the rhino.
The rhino's actually quite into that.
21. 21.
I'm sure that will hit. Hang on. Armor. Yes, that will hit.
It's going to do 12 bludgeoning damage to the rhino as it stomps these huge heavy hooves into the ground. Sort of the rhino's back leg buckles down as it loses its footing for a moment. That is all for the moment. Thorin.
Sorry, how much damage was that?
12.
He's got loads of that. So where am I now?
You are next to all the fallen trees on the east staircase of the central platform, near where Malcolm is.
How far away is Bull?
It's on the other side of the platform, the west side. There's a rhino in between the two of you. It's 25 feet from you.
Okay. Do I think this is an animal? Is it a beast?
Good try. Good chance there.
How far away is the statue of the deer?
It's about 15 feet from you.
Okay. can I go over to the statue?
You can.
Can I put a hand on it
Mm-hmm.
and ask it what it needs
You can.
in my best pleading, helpful voice?
Make a religion check.
He never went to church. That's why I'm looking. 17.
Not bad.
You feel you can sense your head glowing more.
Oh, that's pretty. Ooh. Spurt. Imminent death noises.
Concentrate on your log, Malcolm.
Oh, the log. Oh, poor broken log. Never gonna be the same again.
I'm better at
For a
making
moment.
holes and things than fixing holes and things.
I love that log.
For a moment, you feel a green flame, an ethereal green flame, somewhere around you.
Better than I feel.
You see this creature's face, but not actually in front of you. This beautiful white creature. It's stone at the moment, but you see in a vision of some sort. This beautiful white creature's face with these long white antlers coming behind it, which looks somewhere between a fox and a deer, with these huge wisps of ethereal greens and yellow flames lapping off of it. The trees, Thorny.
Yeah, the trees. Get them off.
The trees. There are so many trees. Okay, I'm gonna head to. Gosh, these trees. I'm gonna head to as far as I can, to the trees with fruit on them.
Okay, so you're being straight past the.
There's 3 trees and 3 statues that are still there. Is that right?
There are 2 standing statues, 2 crumbled
3
statues,
trees.
and then the bull. To get to the fruit one, you'd have to go directly past the bull. Obviously, you could take a wide berth and go around it.
What other trees are not in that
The
direction?
nearest one is to the north, which is just behind where the Sylvan is, and then there's the one with the diamond on the east side, which is you're right in the centre of the escarpment at the moment, in the middle of the
Right.
platform.
Making my way best I can to the northern one.
The northern one, you can. You've already moved 15.
Yeah.
10, 15. You can get to the edge of the platform, right next to where Sylvan is, actually, to sort of within 5 foot of one another, and you can reach. It's sort of protruding and growing out from underneath. You can reach a part of it.
Actually reach it.
If you want.
Yeah.
It's glowing. It's glowing.
Well, it doesn't have good effects usually when I touch glowing things.
It's glowing brighter than it was before. You're certain of it. And it starts to swirl with this energy, unlike some of the others, which just seem to be a slight glow effect. This has swirling green energy around all of the tree and all of the branches.
Oh, is this the white flower one?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's the
a good
centre north.
Bulls hate white flowers.
That's all it's doing at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, that looked lovely if I wasn't so nearly dead.
That's the rhino.
I guess it's gonna do the same. I guess it's up close, isn't it? It's gonna bonk, headbutt.
Different.
Bonk bonk.
It's gonna bonk it.
1,000 XP.
Oh yeah. I'm guessing probably more than 1,000.
Yeah.
If anyone's man enough. Anyway.
Oh the hell, I'll give it a go. It's not gonna, it couldn't get any worse. It's gonna make me any more painful. Oh dear.
It is 25.
Bring it over here, I'll check it.
25. That's got to be a hit, surely.
Hits, yes it does.
We don't
Oh,
need
my
one.
last action to be shagging a stone ball.
Epitaph.
Yeah. Write that on my headstone, you bastard.
17 bludgeon.
Wow.
17 bludgeoning.
That's an
So this
headbutt.
huge, this little underdog rhino,
Nice.
considerably smaller, is really going head to head with this huge stone beast on this platform.
And there was much snorting.
So
The white flowers are glowing more than everything else now and weren't previously. Is that right?
it's the tree rather than the flowers.
Okay. And I'm close to that tree.
You are.
I'm head to that tree.
Okay. You can reach it from where you are. You don't even have to
Oh,
move.
I'm going to turn
You're on
around.
the platform, 'cause it's kind of growing up from underneath the platform to the north, but it's sort of reaching up to this platform.
I know there's a connection between this bull and this tree. And I don't know whether if I feed it a flower and it'll go away, or if I kill the tree it'll go away. Being Sylvan.
Stab the tree.
Oh no. But there's three, he's going through his head and vocalising it. He's got 3 trees. 2 statues, one that's crumbled. Is that right?
There are 3 trees, one to the west, one to the north, one to the east. There are 4 statues, 2 of them are crumbled.
4 statues. 2 of them are crumbled. That can't be right because there's a mossy one. There's the bull. There's the deer-like thing.
And the bull. So there are, on the plinth, there are 4 statues that are motionless.
Statues are not motionless.
2 of those are crumbled. One's covered in moss, one's clean.
Yeah.
And the bull.
Cool, but 3 standing statues, 3 trees. God, it's a little bit too of a coinky dink. We've got 3 apples on 1 tree. We've got a big old diamond. I thought the diamond would be the anti-ball, personally, but that's not glowing. It's got to be this tree. Is there anything I can roll to get more insight into this line of questioning?
What are you looking for? You're looking for.
I want to know what the connection is between this tree and that ball.
Okay. That's got to be insight, I think.
Here goes nothing. Literally nothing. 16.
You don't think that tree's connected to that ball? There's nothing obvious telling you that.
That could be just as a rolled low. But it's swirling big and green and wasn't swirling big and green before.
And it's notably getting greener as time passes.
It's been green as time passes. That could be a good thing. Or it could be a bad thing. I have absolutely no idea.
What do you think, Selden?
How far away is the ball?
About 12 feet.
I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow.
Go for it.
You happy I'm flanking it?
You can move into a position where you are. If you move 10 foot to kind of west, but you're not quite as hidden at that point.
I'm fine with that.
Yep.
23.
That hits.
So powerful 5. Sneak attack damage is 13. 18 damage in total.
18 damage. Okay. Yeah, these. You can see the bolt going into the stone through the plate and embedding into the creature.
I've still got a cunning action. I may as well use that to hide if there's anything to hide behind.
You can hide back behind the same statue on the north
Yeah, I'll
side
do
of the snake worm thing. Yeah.
Stealth check is 22. I'm feeling 22.
Malcolm.
So if I fail this roll, I'm dead.
With a 1. Only if you fail it with a 1.
Ah, right.
So don't roll a 1.
It's a 17.
It's another success.
But that's got a 1 in it.
So now if you roll a 1, you'll die.
Mm-hmm.
If you roll anything above a 10, you're fine. Right. You won't come back to life, but you won't die.
Good. Spur.
twitch.
I knew this would all work out.
The creature opens its
get me an apple.
huge stone mouth, rears its head, flares its nostrils as these two huge puffs of green smoke are exhaled from its nose straight
Bad
towards
smoke.
this rhino. Can the rhino make a constitution save, please?
Yeah, it can. Eight.
Probably good.
Yeah, that's
Good.
fine.
Good.
The rhino is now restrained. The body, starting from the feet, starts to turn to stone.
Oh no.
Oh, that dog of mine.
Thorny.
Thorin's gonna do some mental maths. Actually, I'm holding onto this tree.
Ripping.
What's happening? Mass swirly
It's
green.
swirling greener and greener, nothing more than that at the moment.
Okay. I'm looking at the statues. I'm thinking, you mossy bastard, are you a Phidias? That's what I'm thinking.
Give me a religion check.
9.
With advantage.
Natural 20.
It's Ophidia, and with a natural 20, the one opposite is 6.
Wow, I knew that. So what else you got? And I guess there's no working out what the crumbled ones were because
They are, even with the 20, they are rubble.
do they look bald?
Bowled over.
Do they look like they've been destroyed by the bull?
Bulldozed.
Bald.
Ha!
Oh, do you think that's what that means?
Maybe.
They, not clear to be honest with you. They may perhaps, they've been destroyed. I'd say so much as they've been destroyed by something. It doesn't look like they're just naturally fallen over.
Who knows if that's like us that did one of those? Who knows what this group is? I don't know what the wider history of gods are. I'm thinking all this out aloud, so that I'm chatting it through with Sylvan, really.
Yeah. He's hidden, so you just hear this. Yeah.
I'm just rubber ducking the tree. How far away is the other tree?
To the east side with the diamond.
Yeah. Sad.
It is. About 40 foot as the crow flies, 45 foot, something like that. But you've got to go down a platform, up a platform.
So if I was to head as far that way as possible, where would that lead me in terms of a giant bull?
The bull's to your west, so it would be the opposite direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna head towards the diamondy tree.
Okay. Are you going up the stairs on the southwest side?
Yeah, just
5 to 10. It will take you right past Malcolm, point A.
Oh, should I? I'm not gonna get this log off you, am I?
Gurgle spurt.
He's not trapped per se.
He's making a meal of it. Is that what you're saying?
He's dying.
I am very nearly dead.
But you're 2/3 fine.
Yeah, I'll be like, you got this, buddy. I can't help. I've got nothing in my arsenal that
If
could
you're a
help you.
doctor, you'd be like, it's 50-50, he'll live.
Malcolm weakly raises a thumb.
There's 1 in 20 chance he'll die
4
immediately.
different directions.
You got this, buddy.
Running past him.
Running past him.
Okay. You're in 35 as your normal movement, so if you wanted to get all the way to the tree, you'd have to dash.
My wrist is sticking out.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if that's allowed, I'll do that.
Fine.
Where's my other fingers?
As you get close to the tree, can you make a strength save, please?
Oh, that's not good. I know that's 0. 7.
7.
You take 2 slashing damage as the branch literally rips a piece of flesh out of your arm.
Why do you like trees?
Reaches down and just grabs a piece of your arm. A whole chunk is peeled away. At that moment, You see as you look at the diamond, blood and flesh filtering into it, like like a thick, gloopy soup.
Gloopy soup. My favourite kind.
It reforms after just a moment, perfectly resembling your face.
What?
Within this shape of the blood in the diamond. It starts to glow slightly green.
You're in my folder now. That's probably fine.
Rhino.
That tree's less friendly.
Rhino cannot move. It's completely restrained.
Never going into
It is
the
turned
woods
into
ever
stone.
Yeah.
If I
Screw
live-
the
if I
woods.
live through this, I'm leaving.
I'm going back to Aqua.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as bad as we thought.
All I saw was other people dying there. That's fine by me.
Can it? So you can it can do something first.
Bom, 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 bom. So, can I give it a little headbutt?
Yep.
Headbutt.
Hit, bro. Do him. 15.
What number is that? 22.
Nice. I'm
Hits.
feeling 22.
That's a smackaroony.
Do him.
$16 of the
It's got to be good.
head bashy bashy.
Again, it sort of stumbles on its legs as this rhino's doing a tremendous amount of damage to the face of this Gorgon. Literal bits of stone are breaking off of its head each time it rams into it. Can you make a con save, please, for the rhino?
Yes.
You got this. You got this, Rhino.
That is... Oh, do I get any of the plus on here?
Yep.
Yeah,
Constitution save, so it would be whatever.
it's the little plus number. 5.
Fine. As it drills in, it's unable to recall its neck back. The stone completely covers its body up all the way to its horn. The last thing that's left is its eyes. So they move from side to side before they too glaze over with stone.
They
The
look
rhino
at you in a
is
feeding manner.
petrified.
Why you do this?
They're face spirits, they're like sacrificial lambs.
Yeah.
I know
I'll
it.
do that.
They love it. They're just
So
happy
forceful.
that it died doing something for Thorinir.
Me laugh.
I'm not feeling the same.
So there is now a stone rhino.
Rhino's
up on
defense,
this
you tried to save me.
platform with it.
True.
Silden.
Is the rhino stuck to it?
The rhino.
Horn
Like,
first.
Embedded into it.
The tree starts glowing even brighter. This green, ethereal wisps intensifying around it.
What? The diamond tree.
The central tree, the diamond tree that is glowing with the diamond, and it now has Thorinir's face
Okay.
in his blood.
But the feather tree, the flower tree is now glowing even more as well.
Yes, that's the one that's increasing its glow.
Glowitude.
Oh, but the diamond tree isn't.
The diamond tree now has Thorinir's face in the diamond, in his own blood. The diamond itself is very slightly glowing.
Oh, okay. So still the tree glowing. That's got to be good, maybe.
Beginning to think dying might be the best policy here.
Yeah.
Well, Malcolm,
We'll find out.
death save.
I don't have a bid yet.
He hasn't-
I
he
don't
hasn't
know.
Sorry, Silden.
I just asked questions.
Apologies.
I'm hidden
Staving off
currently.
death for a couple more minutes.
I'm gonna stealth crossbow this bull.
Go for it.
Bam. That's 15 with advantage. I can get a 17.
That is not enough.
Dang. I've got cunning action, which I haven't even moved yet. But is there any point moving anywhere? I'm currently up 10 feet, right? Oh no, I'm hidden behind the statue. Shooting the guy hidden behind the statue. If he comes and gorges me, he might smash the statue down. That could be a good thing. I want to climb up the statue.
Okay.
High at the top.
stand on the top of the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, mounting the statue.
It is about 6 foot.
XP.
I'll climb up the snake statue.
Okay.
Stand on its very top.
Mm-hmm.
And just start hurling abuse at this bull. Throwing bric-a-brac at it.
Okay.
Stop being such a bully.
Stop being such a bully! What are you doing? Pick on someone your own size.
You bull bag.
Is that everything, Selden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh.
It's a 9.
Oh.
It's not enough. That is 2 death
Oh,
saves.
Lord.
And 2
It's now 50-50.
saves.
It is
Gosh.
50-50.
We go to the bull.
Come at me, bro.
The
Smash
bull
this statue down.
is going to, as you
Malcolm
throw
here
a
and
thing
Bell
at
in
it,
the distance.
it's going to turn its attention
I have a
towards
candle and a book and a bell
and it's going
And
to
some cheese.
and a cheese. The light cigar ones on there.
Don't throw your cheese away!
your cheese,
And a
Comet.
piton and a hammer.
And
Some
it is,
string.
it is going to charge towards you, and it is going to attempt to attack you. But I'm going. It's big, so it can probably reach you. But I'm going to give it disadvantage because of the strange angle it's at.
It's going to hit the statue. We're fine.
It's not going to be enough. It'll be maybe 12 to hit.
No.
So it slams into the statue. Just make a dex save, see if you can keep your footing on it.
So much dex save. 23.
23.
Natural 20.
Some of it crumbles a little, but you're able to keep your balance on
Too
top
fast
of
for you.
it. Thorinir. The trees let go of you, by the way.
What do I see in this? I just know I see my face.
Your own
Is
face.
it doing it? Does it look alive? Does it look
Screaming.
screaming?
It looks neutral. It's this
It's got no
green
eyes.
glow, and it's just a sort of outline almost of it, but it's clearly you.
And the tree, is the tree glowing, or is it just this thing that's glowing?
Just the diamond.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a good thing. But I also don't like the thought of that being left unmanned.
Being left here.
Can I try and grab it?
I couldn't pull it off.
I'll roll something and you tell me what I'm adding.
I'm still taking an
Do,
interest even though I'm dying.
A strength check.
Gurgle.
Um,
I'm a bit on gurgling now.
before I do this,
Lapsing into unconsciousness. I don't wish to worry anybody, but I'm rapidly losing consciousness.
Oh dear. He's not very well.
I am going
You'll be
to
alright.
call
I
upon my
won't be dying.
unicorn spirit. So I'm going
Whoa.
to spit a bloody load of leaves in the air. It's going to be a huge aura of unicorn. And it is... It's a 30-foot radius this has. How many of my chums can I encapsulate in this? Including myself.
Malcolm's in it, but he's not well.
I'm just double checking. What he's doing is it's not an ability check, is it? The ability to stay alive.
It's a death
It's
save.
a death save, so every turn.
Specifically, yes, it's the same thing.
Yeah, he tries to.
Yeah, I'm just checking that I couldn't help you earlier. This doesn't help. Okay, so this unicorn, it's covering me and Malcolm, I guess, but it leaves protection to us. It gains us advantage on all our ability checks, and we can detect any creatures around that are in this aura.
Oh, I hear birdies!
But yeah, that's for 1 minute.
Oh, that would have been really useful 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I can hear
advantage. So
birds.
advantage on my strength.
Sure.
As a bonus action.
Ooh, I can hear badgers.
16.
Badgers.
You go to reach this diamond
I can hear badgers.
and grab it and pull it. You are not strong enough to.
I need a rhino.
I hear rhinos.
We go to. Rhino's
Petrified.
Where's Silver?
How far away is Malcolm from where?
He is About 20 something feet.
Cool. Most of him.
Most of them.
About 20 feet, but you've got to jump down.
Nice. Is that bull looking damaged? Much damaged? It's missing some of its face.
Yeah, it's missing face. It looks like, yeah, it's not. There has been some damage done to this bull.
Oh.
I'm going
I
to
bet he's not having to make a death saving throw.
jump off said statue, run over to Malcolm,
Too late for me. Save yourself.
and I'm going to, with advantage, because of the unicorn, to try and stabilise him.
Is that a persistent 30-foot radius?
Yeah.
So is that anyone that walks in there at any time?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
Aura, right?
Yeah.
I have to choose them though. Can I,
Do you choose
can
someone?
I choose them when they come in?
You can choose some. Yeah.
Cool. I'll do a medicine check.
Mhm.
Now sadly I don't have a midi-pack. Whatever that's called, healer's kit. So I'm just going to, but that only gives you advantage anyway. So I'm going to do medicine with advantage. I certainly hope. I can't even remember what I have to roll. The first one's a
10.
4, so that's no good. The next one's a 5, so it's no good whatsoever. Just plugging holes with daggers.
Not enough. That it?
Well, you're on your own.
That it?
So I've got a cunning action, which I'll use. There's trees all around me, right?
Go, save yourself.
There
Pull you
are-
up.
One's on Malcolm, so presumably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's lots of trees lying down
They
here.
look climbable.
You can get on top of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
push
climb
it
up so I
further
can't
down.
get bald.
Yeah, push the tree further down onto me. Yeah.
So Silden tried to save you, but didn't know what he was doing.
I'm gonna use Malcolm's face as a foothold.
So get out of the tree. I'm beyond feeling anything now anyway.
So it's a
Malcolm.
50-50 chance that Malcolm's about to die.
Here we go.
Hey! He's fine!
Hey.
I told you he'd be fine. Didn't doubt you for a second.
Wow.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
That was very close.
Malcolm,
Stable.
you stabilised.
Still on 0 hit points.
You're within an inch of your life.
But when you come round, and we tried to save you multiple times.
You're on.
It's not what I remember.
Yeah. You're still down, but
Down. I'm
you're stable.
unconscious. I'm out of it.
If only whoever had all their health potions was here. I don't even remember who has them all, but I know we picked some up.
We go to the creature. It runs full speed towards you, Silden.
Come at me, Brad.
I'm going to make an acrobatics roll as it tries to go, because on the platform it's going to try and walk down the trees at full speed. We'll give it an acrobatics roll, which it succeeds, and then it's going to make an attack roll, so it's on the tree with you.
What? It's a stone ball.
It's made an acrobatics roll, it made it. It's very it's not very dexterous, but it rolled well.
The moonlights in the Russian ballet.
It's going to make.
The Bolshoi.
Hey!
It's going to make an attack. 22 to hit.
I'll do it.
Come down here, bleed with me.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, 23 piercing damage.
I'll use
as it runs full speed towards you.
I'll use my
Cool.
uncanny dodge to half it.
Certainly. So it's 12. Can you also please make a strength save? Have you got advantage on saves as well?
No.
Just ability
just
check.
ability check.
Ability checks.
Okay. So
Strength save.
strength save, please.
Oh, good lord. 16.
Just able to save as you feel yourself about to fall with this just onrush, trampling charge that it makes towards you. Nearly knocks you prone, but you just regain your feet, being so light-footed at the last moment. Thorinir.
Is trying to hurt me at all? Silden like right next to this?
Just been gored at full speed.
Like on the.
They're both on this tree, which is sort of half on top of Malcolm, who's stabilised.
That's not good for you, Malcolm.
Just out of interest, now that I'm stabilised and I'm no longer doing death saving throws, can I heal myself?
No,
No.
you're unconscious.
Okay.
Can I peg it to the tree?
You can. You can reach whoever you want to reach.
Yeah, what are we on now? The apple tree.
That's over to the west, all the way to the west side if you want to. You'd have to in some way circumvent the creature because as the crow flies, all three of them are directly in the path between there and there.
What's the safest route?
Well, you're on the walkway on that circumvents to the north.
Yeah, I'll do
You
that.
want to go around there?
Yeah, take the long route.
Are you running? So 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So you're about 30 feet to go until you're off at the northwest side, near the boulder where you started. Silden.
Okay. I'm no good unless I'm either flanking or already hidden. It's not a great thing to be fighting in a tree with a stone ball. If I run away, there's not a great deal I can do, and I can't figure out what these trees mean.
Jump onto the bull's back and stab it in the back of the neck. Worked for me.
I'm tempted to do something like that. I'm just going to swing it over the short sword.
Okay,
So thrillingly heroic. Oh, maybe.
24.
Ooh.
that hits.
Stabby.
It's only 6.
No problem.
Piercing.
Depends where you pierced it.
I'm going to use a... Do you only get one bonus action around, or you get
Yeah.
only bonus action with one bonus action? Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. Is this something I can get behind within 30 feet, just so it doesn't have a
You can
direct
get up
line?
onto probably the south walkway, for example.
That's fine, as long as it doesn't have a direct line to charge at me. I'm happy.
Yeah, about your full movement, you can just about get to the south walkway and behind a sort of holding pillar,
I'll do
squared pillar.
I'll do that.
Okay.
The ball takes a flying leap off the tree.
There's a backflip in the air, lands on top of me.
Malcolm, you're unconscious. I'm afraid nothing for you to do.
Yeah.
But that's better than
What
Better
was
than
previously
being
happened.
dead.
Yeah.
The bull.
My next roll.
You have one roll away. One roll away from certain death.
Bull walks back down off of the platform, walking now, patrolling like a wounded bull in a matador fight.
We got this.
Walking, limping, patrolling down in the central area. We go to Thorinir.
Okay, so is this little thing, this massive bull?
Sweet little guy.
How far away from everyone is it?
It's right at the centre, in the sort of southwest corner of the central platform. You're right on the north platform at the moment. It's about 45 feet from where you are, and it's sort of half obscured by the platform and the statues at the moment from your particular position.
Okay.
Really heavy duty damage. Right now.
Of note now, you're quite close to the
stone
swirling
walls.
tree that's protruding
Like
from
damage and
underneath
stuff
the
like
walkway that you're
Yeah,
stood
yeah,
on.
Useful,
And it is glowing wildly, and the energy is really swirling now.
Really
Looks like it's sort of
Yourself
culminating.
under a tree. You brought this on yourself, Malcolm.
That's what I get for trying to help.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Can I
That was my last ever heroic damage.
point the staff at the tree?
Selfish from this point onwards.
Yep.
You can.
Oh.
use the staff to hook the gem off. Use the hand on the end of the staff to hook
You're the apple tree now.
I'm at the flower tree, is that right?
Oh, the flower tree.
You're pointing it at the flower tree, yeah, you can do so. And what you're trying to do.
I don't know. Harness the power of the gods.
I have no idea.
By the
Okay.
power of
Harness
tree
the power of
skull.
this tree.
You can give me
This
a
is what
religion,
I
give me a religion check.
Am I still in the aura?
No.
Can I use my bonus action to move the aura 60 feet?
Nice.
If that's part of the power, then you absolutely can. Otherwise, no.
I will use the power of the aura.
Oh, it's a natural 20.
Whey!
Quite a lot of crits in either direction today. Okay.
We win.
All gone.
Everything gone.
The end credits roll.
You hear the voice of Gellin. Aim at the ball and throw.
What?
You feel this power surging up you that you've never felt before, a completely different kind of magic to anything that you've ever experienced. Can you make an attack roll based on your normal spell casting ability? Which would be wisdom, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 14.
You realise that the power is surging from this thing. However, you understand that you need to be in a melee attack for it to work.
Thwack. Slap in the face with a hand staff.
Okay.
I don't know what it's going to do. But do you want to move to Thornin?
Swing batter, batter, batter.
How far away is the ball?
40 feet.
Okay. How far can balls run?
By far.
Can I move so that I'm about 65 feet away from it and be like,
I mean, you're on the platform at the moment. It would probably have to go up the stairs to get to you, so you might estimate, yeah. You could probably estimate that roughly.
I just want to draw it up next to me.
Sure. Yeah.
I've been watching it move around.
Yeah.
I know how quickly it can get in
So
6
it sort of
seconds.
turns and looks at you as you go. So
How far away is Thorny from me?
it's completely the opposite side. You're on the south walkway, he's on the north walkway, and the platform's in between you, as is the ball, as is unconscious Malcolm.
Well, how far away is it?
That is what you are. That's 75 foot.
Oh, it is a bloody long way, isn't it?
This vortex of leaves swirling seemingly lower and lower now, getting more wild, spreading out even further.
I'm going to use my cunning action to hide behind this pillar. And then there's a 24, and then I'm going to crossbow bolt this ball.
Was advantage?
22 is the highest.
Yeah, hits.
Which is 8 piercing damage plus 13 on the sneak attack, which would make it 21
Okay.
piercing damage.
Yeah, you strike
Right
it
in the
straight through the straight through the head. Takes out another big chunk. The bolt seems to go right deep into it, and it seems to sort of stumble onto its front legs for a moment, before half regaining its stance.
I'm going to stay hidden behind this post.
Okay. it turns to your general direction, and it just charges forwards.
Nice.
Um,
Take this pillar. That's what I'm trying to get it to do with the other statues.
and it basically makes an attack roll against the pillar in front of you, and it hits it, and probably
walkway collapses onto you.
so it completely obliterates the pillar that you're hiding behind, and you're just there. It doesn't do you any damage, but you're obviously no longer hidden. You're just stood there, and this hole's just annihilated this section as it headbutts into
As the dust clears, you're crouched down behind you with this bull standing over.
You're technically higher than it still.
Very
because
much funny.
You're on the higher platform. Thorny.
It's a real bull.
I'm gonna run as close as I can to the bull.
Okay, it's a decent way. It's 70 feet from you.
Staff out
Yeah.
screaming.
The energy on this tree is getting extremely wild now. Really, it's broadening. It's wider. It's more vivid.
Gosh, I wish I could see all this.
At least you're alive. We got this.
You dashing using a full 60 movement.
I think it's quite dashing.
Will I get
30 gets you kind of into the middle of the central platform.
will get me an action as well?
Yeah, you can get onto the central platform.
Okay, I will do that and I'll ready an attack with the bull.
With what weapon?
With the staff if it comes near
With the
me.
staff. Okay. Okay, no problem.
If it comes within range of using it.
Yeah.
So
Hi there, Mr. Bull. So now Thorny is only about 30 feet away from me, right?
35, yeah.
Done.
Cunning action to disengage.
You're
no,
not
don't
actually
disengage.
engaged, you're just slightly out of that 5 foot range.
I'm going to jump clear over the bull.
You can try, yeah. You
I can jump
can
further.
say,
Oh,
I'm fine with that.
this is
Standing jump. We've already discovered
Yeah,
that
that's
standing jump is. How
you
big's
can
the
jump
bull?
over the ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
We've got plenty of jump.
Yeah.
So I'll jump clear over the bull,
the ball gets a gore reaction.
which means I can run 30 feet to Thorny.
Mm-hmm.
Cunning action dash.
Yeah.
Running extra 10 foot, so I'm 10 foot behind him.
To the other side of
Yeah.
the. Yeah.
And then I'm going to shoot the bull with a crossbow.
Okay.
Directly behind. You're going to try and
Through
shoot
his
it
legs.
up.
Through his legs.
Go for it. You've got advantage because you're higher than him. He's a massive bull.
19 with advantage.
That will hit.
9, because I get advantage, I get the sneak attack, which would be an extra 12, which puts it on 21 piercing damage.
Okay.
shattering damage.
Bam!
Right between its legs from behind.
It's going to be more intense.
Yeah. Don't know what the music's going to get quiet. Why is it going to get more intense?
The bull stone cracks.
Probably a good thing.
And it's sort of slowly, you see these crack marks sort of all around the creature. As that exact moment that's occurring, the tree to the north side, with which energy is swirling intensely, you're closest, Silden. Can you give me a wisdom save, please?
Probably a good thing. Natural 20.
Wow. Thorny, can you give me a wisdom save, please?
Probably a 20 as well, I guess.
You take that.
So wise. Never has Silden been this wise.
It is 16.
It's got to be good.
That's fairly wise.
The command word lay is spoken to you.
With the
You
bull.
feel utterly compelled to lie with the tree above you.
XP.
1,000 XP.
Okay.
Got wood.
And you know that disregarding this will hurt you.
Well, I'm going to do that then.
And at the exact same moment, the stone Gorgon, which it was, cracks and reveals this huge, bushy, leaf-covered monster within it. And that is where we will leave.
Jeez.
I'm glad I'm already dead. Don't get to.
Round 2. Fight.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Wow.
Well played.
Everybody.
It was bloody close. Bloody close. Put yourself in a right old pickle.
A right old pickle. It was a right old pickle, wasn't it?
That's the last time I try and save anyone.
It's the last time anyone should be jumping under falling trees.
That is a lesson to you all.
Don't jump,
Don't
over
jump
falling
under trees that are materialised from the sky and are falling to the ground.
Mm.
Yeah, I think there's. Well, we've all learnt something tonight.
Yeah, we've all learned something new,
Tonight.
which is good.
And
Thank you
then
very
roll
much.
a 1.
If a tree falls on Malcolm in the woods and no one's there to
No one says to
save him,
Does it make a
does
squelch?
it actually do anything? Does it actually hurt?
Lord.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Until then, we have been.
Done.